I'm Chris. I'm going to be responding to Lorenzo's argument that, with him saying that we should change to a direct election of the president. I'm going to respond. He first said that that the Electoral College violates the freedom of people to choose the way they're led. Well, according to William Kimberland, when the founding fathers were writing the framework for a government, they decided that the opinion of the individual state population is more important than the opinion of the national population as a whole. So what it means is once you have more distribution across of influence among the whole country, it's better than just dominating one section of the country. I know in 2000, Gore lost the popular vote, but Gore lost the Electoral College, but he won the popular vote. He only controlled the West and certain states in the Northeast, whereas Bush, he won 30 states. He controlled all of the Midwest, all of the South. He was more complex in his influence around the country. He also talked about how toss-ups, the candidates only campaign in toss-up states. They don't campaign in blue or red states, California, New York. Well, it makes smaller states more relevant when it comes to stuff like that. Because we're a representative democracy, and then toss-up voters, it pretty much means that they're undecided, and that it just means they're undecided, so therefore they're going to pay close attention to their campaign. So they'll really listen to the competing candidates, knowing that they're going to be the ones that decide the election. So toss-up voters are more likely the most thoughtful voters, and therefore the most thoughtful voters should be the ones that should decide the election. And he also said that individual vote isn't really definitive with the Electoral College. When the founding fathers were shaping the framework, they were picturing a republic, not a democracy. They knew that the consent of the governed was the basis of government, and they denied that such consent could be reduced to a simple majority. And they also didn't believe in one person and one vote. According to John Samples, neither the Senate or the Supreme Court or the President was elected on the basis of one person, one vote. So pretty much what that means is Montana would have Montana gets the same number of senators as California, despite them only having 800,000, and California's 33 million. And the Electoral College, appeals to minority groups, because if we switch to direct election of the president, voters of small minorities can make the difference between winning all the electoral votes in one country or losing all of them. It also applies not just minority races. It also applies to special interest groups. And the Electoral College encourages a two-party system. So, with that said, if we have two parties, it'll be more stable. Because the last time a third major candidate ran for president was Ross Perot in '92, and I think Nixon in the '60s. In the '92 election, Bill Clinton, he won 43% of the popular vote. So if we switch to the popular vote and Clinton won 43%, that would pretty much mean that 57%, over half of the country, would be voting for most of the country is actually against you.